Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to set up a local environment to run Three.js. And once you do the build, you can upload it into Webflow and to render the Three.js files that you've created locally. And I found this out a very easy way recently, and I would like to share that with you. So stick around. The first thing you want to do is go to nodejs.org and just download the recommended for most users build, like so. Goes into the downloads folder. It's a pretty small file, and it's an installer. And you double click it, and you go through the installer process. And I've already done it, so I don't need to do it on my side. You just need to do it once. Okay, so once that is done, go to this GitHub link, which I will provide in the description below. And the person who generously provided us this package files for Three.js starter pack is by Bruno Simon. And he's an amazing front-end developer doing a lot of amazing Three.js types of work, WebGL, things like that. And if you Google his name, you'll just find plethora of amazing work that he created. And yeah, so you go down to the code area, download the zip file, and I have already done so and uncompressed the zip file, and I have everything ready to go. Okay, the next thing you want to do is fire up your text editor. In my case, I'm using the Visual Studio Code, and if you don't have one, you could download it here if you want to follow on exactly, but you could also use Sublime Text or any other text editor of your choice. I'm using a Mac, so I would download the Mac version, and of course I've installed it already. And next thing you want to do is look for your package that you downloaded from Bruno's GitHub page, and let's fire up our text editor. And let me make this a little bigger. Okay, so drag in your source folder into your text editor. In my case, it would be Visual Studio Code, and you could immediately see the working files: main.css, index.html, and index.js. Okay, and next thing you want to do is you want to download the dependencies for Three.js. Okay, but we need the terminal to do that. Okay, so let's hit Command Space, look for terminal, and let me make this a little bigger so you can see better. And you need to target the source folder. So what you want to do is type in CD and grab the folder that you are working with, which in our case would be the source folder. You drag it in, CD space, you drag into that area, hit return or enter. And as you can see, you are targeting now the source folder through the terminal. Okay, so here you want to download the dependencies. So you type in npm install. Okay, this will take some time. If you look over here, it added a node modules folder inside your main folder. So that is all of the dependency being downloaded. Okay, so it looks like it's finished. When you see this error, don't worry about it. It's going to work fine. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is launch your browser. Okay, and this is a live browser where you could do local environment testing. So npm space run space dev. Hit enter, and this should fire up a browser window like so. There. If you see this, that means you've successfully installed everything, and you are now able to develop locally. So congratulations if you have done so. And keep in mind that this tutorial is just to help you easily set up a local environment to run the Three.js, and just to set this up in Webflow, which we'll do momentarily. And maybe in the future videos, I could go more deeper into Three.js as I get better at it. Okay. Okay, now we're ready to upload our files to a server so that we could launch a build. In our case, would be uploading it to the Webflow environment. But before we do that, we need to export our code so that it's tangible, where we could upload it into a server or a Webflow. Okay, so we need to go back to the terminal and type in this command, npm run build, and hit return. And what's happening now is downloading a folder called dist. As you can see right there, is downloading it. I believe it's finished. Open that up. Yep, there's 3. And double check the terminal. Yes, it's complete. So now let's analyze this file really quickly. Open this up in the index.html from the dist folder into the Visual Studio Code. And as you can see, it adds a canvas tag and it refers to a JavaScript. And this is what we had just created using the bundle that we've been working with. But this JavaScript is essential to render what we had just developed. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is let's copy this canvas tag, and let's go into our Webflow environment. Okay, so we're starting with a blank canvas here, and what we want to do is put in a component embed. So Apple E to search for the embed, and let's paste that canvas code that contains the class of WebGL in the code editor here. Save and close. And the other thing we want to do is refer to this JavaScript that had been created. And what I actually did was I took this JavaScript file, and I uploaded it to my personal server. Excuse me. And as you can see, if you open up the before body tag, I had uploaded this bundle dot blah 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 this one here in using my CyberDuck, and added into my personal server. And I'm just referring it with the script tag source to the server path and name of that JS file that I had uploaded. And of course, you have to close the script tag and you save it. And that's really it. It's that simple. And you would go to publish, and we see the result. There you go. It looks good. So it's that simple. And again, this is a very basic, easy setup for local environment. And you could translate that into Webflow. And in terms of developing a local environment, there are way more complex way of doing it. But I'm a designer. I'm more in the visual side, and I just found this easy way to do it, and it just works for me. So if you're like me, who likes to do it more like in a visual way, feel free to use this method. And yeah, I hope you like this tutorial. Please subscribe and give me a like. And I hope to see you again soon. Yeah, thanks, and have a great day. Bye bye.